I started feeling like I drank something and it went down like the wrong pipe or something, and it just kept getting tighter and tighter and it wouldn't go away. So I thought I was just like having a panic attack, and I went outside to try to get some fresh air, and that didn't really help. And I just started getting nauseous and weak, and from there it was kind of just a blur. I was just mainly scared. I didn't want to die, and I didn't want to leave my kids.
She didn't have a lot of recovery of her heart function, and she remained dependent on these machines. And so, like many other patients, we looked at transplant as a way to allow her to recover and leave the hospital.
So they had told me that I needed a heart transplant, but that I had so many antibodies that my body would reject the heart right away. And so they were thinking of ways on how to not have that happen, and some time had gone by, and the doctors came to me and told me that they were thinking if they could take out my liver, put a new one from the same donor to try to get rid of the antibodies, and then they could put the heart in without my body rejecting it, and then my liver would go to somebody else that needed a liver.
We had not done a heart liver of any capacity at UW prior. And wanting to get all of these things right and the logistics, we spent weeks kind of working through the details, to the point that we had a document that had written out every step and who does what at what time points. I didn't feel anxious for the operation. I was just glad that we were finally doing it after thinking about it for so long.
I'm very grateful for all the UW medical doctors, the doctors that came up with the idea to give it a try, all the other surgeons that agreed to give it a go. It helped me get to live, be with my kids, and it helped patients in the future to get a second chance as well.
She also should be proud as a donor. She has saved somebody else as well. She's not only survived the transplant, her liver has saved somebody, and then they are doing well.
I think it's pretty cool, I guess, to know that my liver went on to somebody else and it didn't just get wasted. So I got to save somebody else got to save me. I just wanted to let my donor family know that I was thankful and grateful for giving me a second chance, for being able to get to know my daughter, because she was still a newborn, and to be able to watch my older boys grow up. Normally it feels the same, like right now I can't notice it, but every once in a while it'll kind of just give me like a little jump, gives me a little reminder, I guess, hey, I'm here.
Her experience kind of gave us the confidence to do this more widely. I think it's proving to be a very reliable therapy for these patients that we otherwise wouldn't be able to transplant. And every now and again, I see a picture of Adriana with her children and her family, and that just reinforces everything that all the effort we put into this, and how glad we are that we were able to transplant her.
The gratitude you get from this, like the satisfaction you get from changing the organ, the quality of life, actually it really is amazing. That's what probably keep almost all the transplant surgeons going.
You know, in some ways, transplant is still the same as it was when it started 50 some years ago. But in many other ways, it's a completely different field. And the recipients that we're transplanting now, the donors that we're using now, are different than even 5 years ago. And that's allowed us to treat patients who traditionally would not have ever been a candidate for a transplant. I think that's one of the most exciting aspects of this. Traditional definitions of what a transplant candidate looks like are probably not accurate anymore. And that with all of these new technologies that are emerging, and our ability to treat patients medically and surgically, that our opportunities to transplant patients with end-stage organ failure seems limitless at this point.
I just want to thank them and tell them that I will be forever grateful for their decision. And I hope they're doing well and their healing process is going okay. And their loved one will never be forgotten. Their heart still beats.